Okay, this sort of problem we will run into occasionally, where you have to take a sine of an inverse cosine or something where the two functions don't match. If the two functions match, and if you've got your values inside that meet certain restrictions, you'll be able to just cancel them out, okay? But it gets a little bit trickier when we have something like this happening. So what we want to do is to try to think about this in a very visual way. Since we are thinking about some angle theta there, and the inverse cosine only ever gets us things that are in the first and second quadrant, then that angle theta has to be in either the first quadrant or the second quadrant. But because the cosine is negative, that tells us that it's going to be something that is here in the second quadrant. And then what we want to do on this is to make ourselves a right triangle. And at this point, we're going to have to ignore the circle part here. And that right triangle needs to have a hypotenuse, which is 5, and the base, the side that is adjacent to the angle that we're thinking of here, we're going to think of with a -3. Now, once you see the 3 and the 5, that probably tells you this is going to be a 3, 4, 5 triangle, and you just have to get the pluses and minuses right on this. Once you've got that in mind, you can directly say sine theta needs to be equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse, and you've got this 4/5, and you're done.